Hi, I'm Livona. For today's class, we're going to be focusing on moving the spine. I'm going to take you through some head rolls, moving into our chest and pelvis, and then mobilizing through rolling down and up the spine and some snaking movements. All right, let's begin. Let's start standing nice and tall. Take a deep breath in and out and just let your shoulders fall down your back. We're going to start by taking the chin to the chest, and we'll just do an easy neck roll just to start to wake up our cervical spine. Heavy chin, heavy ear. Feel a stretch on the opposite side, looking up to the sky. And forward. Do a couple more. Just starting to wake up our neck muscles. Good. And let's go to the other side. Dropping the chin, feeling the length at the back of your neck. Feeling the stretch at the side. Opening up through the front. Use your eyes in the space, seeing what's around you. 2 more. Good. Okay, let's warm up our thoracic spine. We'll get into our rib cage and start to mobilize through here. I'm just going to show you from the side. So, slight bend in the knees, just soft behind the knees. And we're just going to let our chin fall to our chest and just imagine we're hanging over a railing, just slight curve in the upper spine, and then taking it to the side. And then opening, feeling your shoulders open wide to the other side. And forward. Feeling arms heavy beside you. And forward. Pushing into the ground with your feet. And forward. Last one. And forward. Take a little stretch, and we'll go to the other side. Again, chin to the chest, slight bend in the knees. You'll just go to the side, up, and forward. Still using your breath. Forward. Heavy arms. Forward, last one. And we'll just warm up our low back. So here, this is a fun one. Everyone knows how to move their hips. So I like to hold my hips so I can really feel that they're moving. Again, easy bend in the knees. We're just going to take some hip circles. So around, sending your tail back, side, front, side, front. Can exaggerate it if you need to help feel the range of the circle. Good. Another way. Front. All the way back. Really try and reach the whole circle all the way front, tucking your pelvis. Good. Okay, let's put it all together with some music. We're going to start with the head circles into the rib cage and into the pelvis, and then we'll do the left side. Totally fine if you fall out of beat. Just try and follow along, and that's what we're here for, to learn how to dance. Okay, let's start. I'll count you in. 5, 6, 7, head drop. 1, 2, right, and back, and left. Heavy chin, heavy ear, to the sky, and back. 2 more times, and 1, 2, to the side, and back, and side, dropping front, and side. We're gonna go into the chest now with a bend in the knees and front. A little bigger, opening your rib cage and side and front, side and back, side, dropping front to the side. Open your chest, side and front, side to the back and side, the pelvis, front and side. Take it back and side. Really curve, side and back, side. 2 more. Tuck your pelvis, side, back, side. Allow your knees to move and to bend to help you increase the range. Back, side, last one, and back, side. Nice, shake it out. We'll take it all to the left. Here we go. From the head, drop your chin and 1, 2, and back, and front, side, back. Open your throat and front, side and back, side, front, side and back. Into the chest, heavy arms and side. Breathe and exhale. Inhale at the top. 2 more, and 1, 2, and side. Let the water fall off your fingertips, heavy arms, into the pelvis, and left, and back, and side, and front, side, and back. I feel a circle in my feet as well. As I start to change my pelvis, the weight shifts into my heels, into the side of my foot, balls of the feet, and back, side. Okay, nice work. We're gonna do some isolations. I love these. I learned these in my jazz classes, and it's a great way to start to juice up the spine and just get into the backside of our bodies a little bit more. So just widen your stance as much as you feel comfortable with. I'm gonna widen it a lot because I like to just bend my knees and feel a little bit more working in my thighs. You can keep your feet under your pelvis, that works as well. Whatever allows you to focus on your spine. I like to imagine there's a pencil under my chin and there's a piece of paper and I'm trying to draw a circle with that pencil connected to my chin. And then for my rib cage, the same thing. Maybe there's like ink on my rib cage and I'm trying to make a circle this way. And for the pelvis, we did it in the last exercise. We'll just increase the size of the circle. Okay, let's start with the chin. We're going to send the chin forwards and then side, back as far as you can, side. Again, so we're making a circle. Forwards, side, back, and side. We'll do that 4 times, trying to keep, it's hard, trying to keep our chin level with the floor. See how big of a circle you can make with your head. Nice. Let's do the same thing with the chest. So I'm gonna open my rib cage to the front, I'm gonna reach to the side, touch something on the side with my rib cage, take it all the way back into a contraction. Really helps to exhale at the back, and then to the side. Again, opening everything up, reaching to the side. Opening the back of the rib cage, softening the front of the chest, side and front. Pelvis, same thing as before. Really scooping, side, back, side. I feel the pressure in my feet helping my pelvis reach around to create the circle. You can place your hands there. It's nice to feel how your femur is kind of moving in the socket and the creases here. We'll do that 4 times. Again, so we'll take the chin forward, side, back, side, 4 times. Rib cage, forward, side, back, side, 4 times, and then our fun pelvis circles. All right, and then we'll do that to the left. All right, here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, forward, side, back, side, forward, side, back, side, forward, side, back, side. Feeling your shoulders drop down, back, side, into the ribs, forward, side, all the way back. You can touch your rib cage, feel them open, stretch to the side, closing at the back, side, open, and they close, side. I like to use my arms just to create a little bit more space. Good. Into the pelvis, side and back, side, forward, side, back, side. 2 more. And back, side, and forward, side, back, side. Okay, shake that out. Really nice. We're gonna go to the left, and let's imagine that there's it helps to feel like you're in water or something that has a thicker texture, so you can feel like you're really working against something on the outside of your body. You can imagine you're making space for your body in sand, wet sand, or peanut butter, something that's thick, so that you can feel that resistance in your body. Okay, let's start with the head. We're gonna go to the left. I'll count you in. And 5, 6, 7, here we go. 8, to the front and forward and side and back, side. Each time making that circle a little bit bigger. And back, side and forward, side and back, side. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Imagine that pencil with the chest. 1, 2, to the side. You can use your arms to counter your ribs. And side for that extra stretch. Side. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Really break open those ribs. And back. Okay, into the pelvis. Forward. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. And forward. 2, Feeling that softening into your hip crease. 2 more. Really tuck the pelvis. Side and back. Side. Last one. Side and back. Side. Good. Walk your feet in. Great. Okay. So now we've warmed up these 3 volumes of our body, our head, our chest, our pelvis. Let's go into some roll downs. We're going to start with the top of the head, and we're going to sequence through the spine to touch the floor or to touch your legs. Or if you feel more comfortable, you can grab a block and use that to support your hands. So we're going to start with our chin to our chest and sequence through our spine. Heavy chin, dropping down to your chest, and just slowly rolling through your spine. You can take as long as you need to feel each vertebra. When you get to the bottom, either rest your hands on your legs or on the floor or on a prop. Here, just, release your head. Let's shake. No, and yes, and no again, and yes. Let's feel a slight softening behind our knees. From here, you're going to bend your knees and imagine your pelvis has weights in it and it's just going to drop like the feeling of an elevator. As the knees bend, this is going to go down and we're going to send our spine up. So we'll bend our knees, dropping your pelvis down. Head is heavy. We're going to slowly roll up from the base of our spine all the way up, stretching your knees, opening your chest, and we'll take a look to the sky, and let's do that again. Dropping your focus, dropping your chin to your chest, slowly rolling through your spine all the way down. Enjoy the stretch as you go down. Heavy arms, soft through the backs of your legs. Take a bend of the knees. From the base of the spine, you can imagine little ants crawling up your back, vertebra by vertebra, up. Opening your chest and looking to the sky. Nice. We're going to do that all again, and we're going to roll up with straight legs just to start to engage our hamstrings. Open your chest, dropping down again, rolling through the spine. All the way down. Good. Feel your feet spreading beneath you, wide toes, feeling the imprint of your heels into the floor, your metatarsals nice and wide. From here, with a straight leg or a slight bend, we won't bend as much. I want you to push your heels into the ground. So as you push your heels into the ground, you're going to push and you'll feel your hamstrings engage and release. Push your heels in the ground and your pelvis will slightly start to roll under and release. Push, engage your hamstrings, and release. This is the feeling that you want to start the roll up. So from here, push your heels in the ground, push, engage your hamstrings. Stay long through the backs of your legs, and you're going to roll up through your spine. At the top, open your chest, look to the sky, and back down we go, rolling through the spine. all the way down. And feeling the underside of your feet, the soles of your feet into the ground, pressing through the heels. Press to engage and release. Engage your hamstrings and release. And now we will engage to roll all the way up. Heavy head, dropping down. Engage through your hamstrings, long through the backs of your legs. Rolling up. Shoulders open. Look to the sky. And stand tall. Great. Okay, now we're going to play with some fun movement I call snaking the spine. You can have your legs underneath you. I like to move them out wide again and have a bit of a bend in the knees. Let's place our hands on our hips just to start. We're going to imagine we're leading with the top of our head, and we're going to make little figure eights and imagine that we're snaking our spine through these figure eights. So we'll start with the head, the rib cage, and the pelvis. And just follow along as best as you can. The idea is just to use the imagery to help us move the body. So we'll start with the top of the head. We're gonna drop it down, heavy ear. Imagine we're going down through this part of the figure eight, up, leading it down, and up the other side. Now, to involve the spine, everything is gonna delay behind it. It's gonna snake behind it. So we'll lead with the head, and then our rib cage is gonna follow, and our pelvis is gonna follow. Now, before they reach the other side, our head is gonna snake through to the other side, followed by our rib cage, followed by the pelvis. All right, let's start with the top of the head. So we'll take it down, snaking to the side, following with the rib cage, following with the pelvis. Other side. Rib cage, pelvis, head. Rib cage, pelvis, head. Rib cage, pelvis, head. It snakes up. It's starting to go to the other side. The pelvis finishes. It's reaching. Rib cage, pelvis. Okay. Now we'll lead with the rib cage. This one feels a bit more like a side-to-side movement, but we can imagine that the head and the pelvis are delaying behind. So we'll take it to the side from the rib cage. Rib cage, head follows, rib cage, head follows, rib cage, pulling side to side. You can imagine you're at a concert and just enjoying the music. Pulling side to side, head delaying. Nice. Okay, pelvis. Leading with the pelvis, rib cage delayed, head delayed. Pelvis leads. Pelvis shifts over, rib cage, head. Pelvis, rib cage, head. Okay, let's put all three ideas together with the music. We'll go head, rib cage, pelvis, and I'll guide you and tell you when we're changing our points of initiation. Here we go. I'll count you in. And 5, 6, 7 with the head. And 1, 2, rib cage. 4, pelvis. 6, 7, 8, head. Rib cage. Pelvis. And we can just go through the music at your own time, isolating the head and the rib cage and the pelvis. Good. Pelvis. Good. Now we'll lead with the rib cage and rib cage. 2, 3, and side. You can let your arms start to drip off your body and just allow them to move along with your rib cage. Nice. Into the pelvis and pelvis. Delay the head and reach. And side. And other side. Good. Using your legs to help push your pelvis to the other side from your feet. Nice work. And we'll just finish there. Bring your feet underneath. Great. Okay, let's move on to our forward and back snakes. Same thing, you can keep your feet underneath or widen your stance. Similar to leading with the head side to side and the different volumes of the spine, we're gonna go leading with the head, forwards and back, and then leading with the pelvis. Similar to the roll downs we did, we'll start with the chin, heavy chin to your chest, rolling down, diving through as deep as you can go. Then you lead with the top of the head up, all the way back into your back space, and then the chin rolls down through, and we start it again. Diving down, scooping up, all the way back into a bit of a hinge. Here, the chin softens the front of the chest and down. So it's kind of like we're making kind of like an S almost. Diving down here, softening the front of your body. Reaching up helps to search with your eyes all the way back as far as you can go. Chin, soften the front of your body. Down. Let your pelvis go back. Open your sits bones wide here. Reaching out all the way back into a hinge, feeling long at the front of your pelvis. Chin gets heavy and you want to just sink. Exhale, contract, curve your chest down, and we'll just come up to standing. Nice. Now let's lead with our pelvis. We're gonna lead with our pubic bone and tailbone. Sending your pubic bone forward, it takes you down. Your head delays, it's pulling you back. From here, you're gonna tuck under, dropping like we did in the roll up. As you get to the top, the head is still rolling up as your pelvis takes over again. Before your head reaches the floor, you're gonna tuck under, and again, pelvis down, tucking under, curving, rolling through the spine. Just as you're about to uncurl, the pelvis takes over again, and rolling through, tucking under, sending your hips back, opening your chest, down, tucking under, opening through your chest, and we'll just roll up from here. Okay, now we're going to combine all of the movements we learned in this class, the head rolls, opening through the chest, pelvis, all of our isolations through our body, and the snaking, and we're just going to have a bit of a dance jam. So you can follow along, you can follow what I'm doing, or have fun with it on your own, and just thinking about all the different pathways that we did in class, or maybe new ones will come up, and just having fun, and we'll put it to some music and we can just groove. 5, 6, 7, and rolling the head. Starts to affect your chest. can play with different directions. It goes into the pelvis. Letting your arms be free to explore the space along with your spine. Get into some snaking. Side to side, maybe change from the pelvis. It starts to go forwards, up through your spine, diving down with the head. And just continue with whatever feels good. Moving your spine. Maybe you feel like your spine is melting, it's ice cubes melting. And just play. If you're in water, feel like you're in waves. Rolling up. Good. And just start to get smaller and smaller until you arrive at stillness. Thank you for dancing with me here today. I hope you keep exploring and moving your spine, and I hope to see you in class again.